Hey everyone, I'm Dizzy, and welcome to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy IV, the Pixel Remaster version. This was originally the first Final Fantasy game released for the Super Nintendo, so there is a lot of new stuff, improved graphics, a greater focus on story because they had much more room for dialogue and such. It's one of the more beloved games of the old Final Fantasies, I'd say. It is regarded as a classic for good reasons. And there's things I like about it, there's things I don't like as much about it, but overall I do like this game quite a lot. It's probably in my top 5 at the very least. If not, top 4. I don't know. Let's just start. Let's just start a new game. And we get an actual, like, cutscene. Much more cinematic presentation. I'm gonna use the arranged score for this, but in some ways I like the original score better, but it's fine. The arranged score is still really good. Gonna keep it consistent for all the Let's Plays. Captain, we will arrive at Baron shortly. Very well. That's Cecil, our protagonist. The captain seems kinda down. After what we did, who wouldn't be? Orders are orders, but killing innocent people to get the crystals isn't right. Yeah, this game has a story that's a little more nuanced than the NES trilogy stuff. I'm getting a flashback here. Oh dear. We're just slaughtering these poor innocent mages. What's going on? Are we the baddies? Are we the baddies in this game? And we're stealing their crystal. That's not right. That's what villains in Final Fantasy games usually do. The Red Wings are supposed to protect people, not harm them. That's enough. But Captain, surely you don't condone what we've done. All of you listen well. The raid on Mysidia was imperative for Baron's prosperity. The Mysidians know too much about the crystals. The very possession of one is a threat to Baron. His Majesty ordered we obtain their crystal, and as soldiers of the Royal Air Force, we are sworn to obey. Captain. Justifying war crimes? Alright. Prepare for battle. Yeah, we are. And as you can see there, we have a little ATB bar in the lower corner there. This fight is automated. I'm not pressing anything. But yeah, this is the first game in the series. Are you alright? We've got more hostiles. Damnation. This is the first Final Fantasy game with an active time battle system, where you have to wait for a bar to fill up and actions happen simultaneously. So every participant in combat has like an ATB bar. The enemy ones are invisible. Is everyone okay? All accounted for, sir. We've been encountering more monsters than ever lately. There's no end to them. Could it be some kind of omen? Perhaps. Captain, we are now approaching Baron. Very well. Prepare for landing. But yeah, so it's not strictly turn-based combat per se, because enemies can still do stuff while you're like selecting an action. If you go into like the item or magic menu, the combat will stop. If you have to set it on wait, you can set it to active as well. But overall, it makes fights a lot more dynamic and hectic, and it's pretty fun. I like it a lot. Well done. So the crystal is now ours. The Mysidians put up no resistance. In fact, they were completely defenseless. Is this pity I perceive? Huh. Come, Captain. His Majesty awaits. Yeah, the active time battle system is the standard from this game forward up until and including Final Fantasy IX. It is the dominant Final Fantasy battle system. If you'll excuse me, Captain, I must speak to His Majesty in private. Please wait here. Your Majesty, I am afraid Cecil can no longer be trusted. He clearly questions your authority. He does. Your counsel is well heeded, Baigan. But so long as I obtain the crystals, Cecil's transgressions matter little. Send him in. Yes, Your Majesty. Captain, His Majesty summons you. The Kingdom of Baron hails your return. May I have the crystal? Yes, Your Majesty. And we give the water crystal over to the king. It looks genuine to me, sire. It is beautiful to behold. You are dismissed, Cecil. Oh, what's this? Your Majesty. Yes? Captain, what is it? I love the way they just turn around and like, surprise. Your Majesty, forgive me, but what are your intentions regarding the crystals? My men are confused and displeased at their orders. And what of you? Do you question my command? No, I only ask... Silence. Do not think your treachery has slipped past me. I trusted you, Cecil, but you leave me no choice. I hereby relieve you of command of the Red Wings. Your Majesty! Now I charge you with another duty. Slay the phantom beast that plagues Mist Valley, and deliver this bomb ring to the village of Mist. Oh, they're really calling it bomb ring in this version, huh? You leave tomorrow, at first light. Oh dear. Your Majesty, I beg you to reconsider. Cecil has done no wrong. Ah, Kain, if you are so concerned about your traitorous friend, you may accompany him. Your Majesty. Now take the ring and be gone. Your Majesty. Oh. I'm sorry, Kain. Once we've completed the mission, the king is bound to forgive us both. You'll command the Red Wings again in no time. Get some rest. Leave tomorrow's preparations to me. And now is the first time we're in control. This is Cecil, our main character. As we can see, he's a Dark Knight. We also get character portraits again. We haven't had those since Final Fantasy II. In fact, this is the first game since Final Fantasy II that has like a huge focus on story and narrative and characters and such. And it does some really interesting things. Like you saw, that cutscene was pretty long, much longer than anything we've seen in the NES era. So we have as you can see, we have slots for up to 5 characters, which is more than in, I think, any Final Fantasy game. Like usually you have 3 or 4. And we have an interesting formation system. Can I actually... No, I don't think I can... No, I can swap, okay. So basically, we have 3 slots reserved for the back row and 2 slots reserved for the front row, but we can also change that by switching like this, and then it's 3 in the front, 2 in the back, and vice versa. So it works a little differently than in other games. You have to actually consider how many frontliners you want to have and how many backliners. Whatever others say, I trust the king. His Majesty is acting very strange lately. Yeah, the game starts with an interesting premise. We're kind of working for the bad guys, sorta. Without wanting it. If you value your life, you'd best put king and country before anything else. It's a little more nuanced as the older stories in Final Fantasy, at least a little bit. Like, we're playing a character who was shown to kill a bunch of innocents in the beginning. With you and our commander Kain joining forces, nothing will be able to stop you. What's wrong? I'm sorry to have dragged you into this. Don't be. I acted my own free will. I mastered the Dark Sword on His Majesty's orders, but it was to protect Baron, not to plunder. You're not to blame. I'm sure the king has his reasons. I envy you, Kain. I envy the path you chose. I suppose I could have attained a higher rank had I become a Dark Knight. My father was a dragoon, but he passed away when I was still young. I felt that I could keep some sort of connection with him if I became a dragoon as well. I didn't mean to bore you with my stories. Anyway, I don't need your concern. The only thing you should be concerned about is slaying that beast tomorrow. I don't want to be the only one pulling his weight. I'll give as good as you, rest assured. That's more like it. We should get some sleep. We rise early tomorrow. Yeah, we got much more involved dialogue too. I heard you acquired a crystal from Mysidia. I'm on duty, leave me alone. And yeah, we got like familiar Final Fantasy jobs again. But in this game we don't have a job system, we don't get to choose our class at the beginning like in Final Fantasy 1. We don't get to switch our jobs. We don't have any free character progression. Every character in this game has a fixed job and they have a linear progression. Making this game, well, a lot less replayable in a way, because every playthrough will kind of turn out similar, because you don't really have much of a hand in character progression. This game does not have a lot of room for player expression, but the good side of that is it is very well balanced, because it's always balanced around who's currently in your party and such. And they do some interesting things with the character progression in this game as well. Interesting ludonarrative things. I don't wanna... We'll get to those when we get to those. You are free to take the items from the storage room to help you on your mission. Press the switch on the wall to open the door. Alright, what do we have here? Got some gil, got an ether, and a tent. Very nice. Yeah, Cecil does not have any spells. He has the Darkness command, which we'll get to when we get into combat. And he does have a full set of Dark Knight equipment. He also starts at level 10, which is kind of supposed to show that he's already like an experienced combatant. And yeah, the game does a lot of little things like that, showing like what a character is like through their stats and their progression and such, which I think is really cool. Baron's sacred treasures rest behind this wall, but access to that chamber is forbidden. Well, we can still... in other versions of the game you could press the key through this side of the wall, but you still couldn't get past this guy, so it didn't really matter. We have to pull another all-nighter today. I'm so tired. Oh, don't tell the boss that I was grousing. Have you seen Sid? He ordered us to service the airships, then just up and disappeared. I think something's troubling him. Oh boy, we got a new Sid in this game. This tower is off limits. But yeah, Cecil got demoted instantly after giving the king some lip about just, like, invading other countries and stealing their crystals. Which our protagonist is obviously not okay with, but he still did it. It has to be said. Cecil! Thank goodness you're alright. I was so worried. You left on such short notice. We're fine. I wish I could say the same for the Mysidians we slaughtered. Cecil. I'll come see you later, okay? Very well. So not only are we playing a character with a fixed name and personality, he's already in an established relationship as well, which is kind of rare for games, or like RPGs of the time anyway. We've locked up the Mysidian mages who opposed us, sir. You can talk to them through the bars. Let's see what I have to say. You won't get away with this, you hear me? I do not expect you to spare us, but please return the crystal to Mysidia. You idiots don't know anything. The crystal isn't just any old jewel. Oh, I think we really are the baddies. It's kind of an interesting perspective, but I mean, Cecil seems to at least have a bad conscience about what happened. He doesn't seem like fundamentally a bad guy, you know? And there's Sid. Well, 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 look who's back. Rosa was worried sick about you. Look at that sprightly old man. Don't you ever do that to her again, you hear? So, how are my airships? I'll bet you and your goons wrecked them up something awful. Hey, what's the matter with you, kiddo? Well... What? The king demoted you? What about the Red Wings? They'll be a mess without you. Come to think of it, the king's been acting peculiar for some time. His Majesty ordered me to build an airship for killing people. Everyone's worried about it. Oh, so I guess the king wasn't always like this. Anywho, be careful out there. Make short work of that mission and get back safe. Whoa, I have to start heading home. My daughter will kill me if I'm not back soon. And there goes Sid. I like to sit in this game. Oh, my arm's broken. I like how you can just walk through the beds here. Captain. Oh, isn't that cute? He's dreaming of Cecil in his sleep. We'll just eat and laugh and try to forget about Mysidia. So much for the Red Wings' honor. Still can't believe what we did. Actually, before I progress here... No, I think this is where we go to sleep, right? I want to explore some more. This first episode is probably gonna be kinda short, because I'm still sick, my voice is still not quite there, so I don't want to strain it too much. And I'm just gonna leave this as like a short intro to what we're playing. Yeah, I can go downstairs here to the Black Magic Research Lab, which is 3 black mages on a desk. Sleep. Heh, sweet dreams, pal. Huh? Was it? You're not sleepy at all? Well, heck, what did I do wrong? You can't just cast sleep on anyone coming in. We're diligently working to develop more spells for actual combat. Basic spells like Fire and Blizzard aren't powerful enough to defeat many monsters. but I do seem to remember hearing about more potent spells. Yeah, this game is starting off kind of slow. It's basically introducing an entirely new group of people to Final Fantasy, because this was a new console generation and everything. Not everyone had a Famicom or an NES. But yeah, it looks like Baron also employs mages. It's not just Mysidia. It's just Mysidia is the place where the most mages are, I guess. And we get the White Magic Research Lab. Rosa became a white mage for you, Cecil, to help you in any way she could. Please don't worry her too much. The king is brimming with vigor these days. I find it somewhat out of character. I'm currently studying basic white magic. The 4 levels of cure spells are Cure, Cura, Curaga, and Curaja. Yeah, we had those in Final Fantasy III as well, I think. That was the first game that went all the way up to Curaja. And we're keeping it here. Alright. I always get lost in this place. I do really like the design, though. I like all the little nooks and crannies. Let's go up here. Oh, there's nothing here. That's just where Sid was earlier, I guess. I've changed your sheets, sir. I hear you depart early tomorrow morning. Good night. And I guess these are Cecil's personal chambers, so let's rest up. After a long, long day of slaughtering the innocents. It seems really nice with like ticking of the clock and the lighting. What's happened to the king? He covets the crystals as though he's possessed. And it seems he resort to any means to get them. Nevertheless, I can't defy him. How could I cross the man who raised Cain and me like his very own? The chivalrous knight whom I've adored and admired since childhood. I will not betray him. I can't. Cecil. What's going on? You just returned from Mysidia, and now you must journey afar to battle some phantom beast? It's all too sudden. Everything's fine. Cecil, look at me. I like this theme a lot. In Mysidia, we killed innocent people to steal their crystal. It was horrible. But I suppose this is my fate as a Dark Knight. Soon I won't even feel remorse for my actions. You and I both know that will never happen. Still, I can't defy the king. I'm a hopeless coward. The Cecil I know would never whimper like this. The Cecil I love. You leave for Mist early tomorrow, right? Yes, but don't worry. Kane's coming too. I'll be fine. Trust me. Please come back to me in one piece. Thank you, Rosa. Though as a Dark Knight, you know we can never truly be together. Got kind of a mopey main character, but I guess it's justified after what just happened. I'm fine with Cecil. So, are you ready for some real combat? Always. Lead the way. Yay! I love this music! Oh, this part always gets me hyped up for the game. I really love this game. I love Final Fantasy IV. We're finally getting into the really interesting Final Fantasy games. And so, the Dark Knight Cecil was stripped of his command as captain of the Red Wings. He and the Master Dragoon Kain head for the Foggy Valley and the Village of Mist. I love this background as well. The advent of the airship marked the realization of Baron's dreams, but also the birth of its militarism. With its Royal Air Force, the Red Wings, Baron soon reigned supreme. Now, as monsters multiply and stir unrest, Baron only exploits its power to collect the world's crystals. Why? Why indeed? Why indeed? The crystals merely shed their light in silence. Yeah, again, the story in this game is a lot more involved, and I have some issues with it. It's not like the most great and nuanced story, but for its time, it was really ambitious. And it's kind of interesting, instead of like having an evil empire that we have to fight, we're kind of part of an evil imperial force right from the get-go. Alright, we now have 2 party members. We have Kain, a Dragoon. He's also level 10. He comes equipped with an Iron Shield and Spear. We could put Kain in the back row, because as a Dragoon he has the jump command, so he doesn't really need to be in the front row. In fact, let's do that. Why not? Yeah, as you can see, right now these 4 spots are the front row. But we could also switch it as such, and then the 3 spots are the back row, and these 2 spots would be the front row. That's how it works. So let's put Kain in the back row here, because he is a jumpy boy. Before we set out on our mission, let's check out the town of Baron. We checked out the castle, let's check out the town as well. And I do like the town music. I think I like the original a little more. Alright, let's see, we have the item shop. If you're journeying far, you mustn't forget to take potions, antidotes, and tents along. That's a good idea, we might do that. I mean, we're already set up as far as equipment goes, right? Let's get some antidote here, actually. Already have a tent, and let's get a couple potions as well, because we don't have a healer right now. You wish to go to Mist Valley? Then you must head to the cavern northwest of Baron. No, why would we rest? We live in the castle, we have our own chambers. Why would we need to sleep in an inn like a commoner? Dancers wanted, looking for limber, talented dancers. Interested parties apply within the management. What does limber mean in that context? Is it like agile, I guess? Hey, are you a bad guy? You sure look like one. I sure do. Oh, what's this? There's a secret room with some secret treasure. Alright, Dwarven bread. What does Dwarven bread do? Bread with the same effect aside. What that does is it opens the world map, which in this version of the game is completely useless because we already have one. Oh yeah, that's the world map. I like the world map in this game. Sir Cecil of the Red Wings? I haven't done anything wrong. I'm a good citizen. I pay my taxes. Oh, people here are afraid of me, huh? Must be the dark spiky armor of evil. You pay? But you are a Dark Knight. I cannot take money from someone of your status. And we even get free beer. We don't get a free room, though. Stay away from Mist. Leave the village alone or something bad will happen, I know it. Oh, what could possibly happen if we deliver an item called the Bomb Ring to a place? That is so on the nose. In some versions of the game, they call it the Carnelian Signet, I think, which is much better. The king is gravely mistaken in ordering his men to master the dark sword. The door is locked. What do we have here? Oh, this is Sid's house. Sid has a nice house. Cecil, can you tell my father to stop pulling all-nighters? Tiredness makes him so confrontational. He won't even listen to me anymore. What's more, he's been arguing a lot with the townspeople because they badmouth the king and the soldiers. He's trying to stick up for you and Kane, you know? Birds of the World. We can actually check the bookshelves here, which is nice. The History of Shipbuilding. Principles of Buoyancy. What do we have here? Nothing. All of these books are fake. I did it. I built a new engine. Human dreams of airships. Oh, Final Fantasy in your sets. Always with the airships. Good old Sid. Yeah, we can't even go in the equipment store. And we get a potion. We actually have some hidden items in pots in this game. I think that's new. I hear the king and you boys are up to no good these days. Oh, this is Rosa's mom, okay? Whatever it is you're all doing, keep Rosa out of it, you hear? Yeah, I wouldn't be too fond of my daughter being together with someone who kills innocents too, I guess? I guess he didn't used to do that. Just thinking about Dark Knights gives me the heebie-jeebies, but they're still pretty cool. I love the Dark Knight. I love Dark Knights in Final Fantasy. They're so edgy. And Cecil is kind of emo at the beginning too. It's very fun. That door on the far west side of town leads to an old waterway that goes right up to the castle. But it's been locked for years. Oh, I'm sure that's never ever become relevant again. Get out of the way, boy. And who do we have here? No, I didn't spread any rumors about the king. Really? Say, I'll show you something neat if you promise me not to get me trouble. I do not want to pressure this woman into doing anything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, viewers. You can get your kick somewhere else. I mean, she's not gonna do much. She's just gonna like perform a dance, but I still feel skeeved out by that. Like, there's a lot of dancers in this game. I feel skeeved out by that one in particular because you're like kind of forcing her. Almost. It feels bad. I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry. It creeps me out. Alright. We're all set. Let us head to the Valley of Mist then. And we got a first random combat against goblins. Very classic. And yeah, as you can see, we have the ATB bar filling up. Different actions also take different times, I think. So they do a lot of interesting stuff with the system. It feels pretty dynamic. It's hard to describe, but it's fun. And saying that, I think we're actually gonna increase the battle speed a little bit. I'm gonna keep it on wait, because I like to be able to take my time when selecting spells and such. If we put it on active, you can still get attacked while selecting items or magic spells. So if you want an additional challenge, pick that. I'm just gonna make the battle speed a little faster because it is a little slow. One downside of the ATB system is that you can't get through encounters as fast as you can push a button, as you can do in a turn-based system. And we have our first dungeon, the Mist Cave. Let's have Kain jump at this sword rat, and let's show up Cecil's Darkness Command. Essentially, we can fire like a beam of darkness that hits all enemies, but it costs us some HP. Alright, that's pretty quick. I do really like how the caves and most of the dungeons in this game look like. As you can see, they're a lot more intricate in... They have a lot more elevation and stuff like that. They have much more like verticality. They're definitely making use of the new hardware. I know the jump from this game, from Final Fantasy III to this game, is not as impressive if you're playing the Pixel Remaster versions, because they're all like kind of brought up to one level. Turn back. What? Who's there? But trust me, this game was pretty impressive back in the day. Let's sort this a little bit different. Yeah, just always have Kain jump. Not much to these first encounters, really. The game does actually get hard later on. It's probably not as hard as some of the NES games, but it has its moments. I did hear that they make the Pixel Remaster version a lot easier though, so we'll see about that. We'll see how that all shakes out. Also like the mist effect. That was in the SNES version too, which wasn't as pronounced as here, of course. It wasn't as subtle. Oh yeah, we can also just enable like auto battle mode as in the other Pixel remasters, which speeds things up considerably. Okay, let's go up here. Get that treasure. Just gonna have everyone attack normally. Even in the back row, Kain does enough damage to kill a goblin. Don't even need to have him jump. That darkness attack hurts though. We should not overuse that, but it is also another nice Ludo narrative thing of like showing what a Dark Knight, being a Dark Knight is like, I guess. It's like you're like sacrificing your own life force just to hurt others. That is so cool and edgy. Oh, that didn't even kill them, okay. And I thought I could just wipe them all out in one darkness attack. Come on, I want to do that though. Yeah. Really cool. We get a gold needle from that, that's nice. So how much do potions heal? Like 100? That's a lot. Leave at once. Could that be the Phantom Beast of Mist Valley? Knights of Baron. Who are you? Leave now or suffer the consequences. Show yourself. You choose to ignore my warnings? Yeah, we're on a mission. We have to get to Mist. We're not turning back. So be it. Alright, that was a short dungeon. The mist is gathering. And we have our first boss fight against the Mist Dragon. So this boss fight is basically supposed to teach you about the ATB system and how the game can utilize it for new enemy behavior. See, the dragon turned to mist. And if we attack it while it's in mist form, it will counterattack. Attacking the mist is futile. The mist will retaliate if attacked. Attack when the dragon appears. And yeah, that wouldn't really work as well in a more static turn-based system. Because here you like have to actually hold back your attack until you're sure that the enemy is in the right form. And funnily enough, Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI would also feature first bosses that tutorialize that in one way or another. I hope I didn't get greedy there. Let's wait for it to turn into mist again. Yep. Let's just heal up. And we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. Oh, you can also switch between characters if their ATB bar is full. That's another new thing. You don't have to select the command of one character immediately, which opens up a lot of strategic options. I cannot talk. I am unable to talk. Okay, we should be getting close to beating it though. Oh, okay. Maybe one more round of being missed. Attack now, we shall. But yeah, the game starts out slow, it tutorializes things. It's pretty nice. It doesn't just throw you into it. Alright, and Kain even got a level up from that. Isn't that nice? Let's save here. And enter the Village of Mist. The ring is glowing. Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh, these are bombs. Oh, that's not good. Cecil just can't help committing horrible crimes, even unwittingly. What the? This is why you sent us here? We've destroyed the entire village. Why would he make us do this? No, Mommy! My mom's dragon died, and because of that, my mom died too. What? I've heard of people with the power to call forth monsters. Summoners, they're called. Then we're responsible for killing her mother by killing the dragon. Oh, it gets worse. You killed my mom's dragon? We didn't know what would happen. So that was the king's plan. To annihilate every summoner in this village. That can't be. I'm afraid it's true. I'm also afraid we're going to have to get rid of the girl. What? That's what the king would expect. It's her or us. But she's just a child. You intend to defy the king? I refuse to carry out any more slaughter in the king's name. I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I'm on your side. You are? I owe the king so much, but I can't disgrace the Dragoons. So, you'll join me? Yes, but we'll need the support of other nations if we're to oppose the mightiest kingdom in the land. And we have to get Rosa out of Baron. Thank you, Kain. Save it. This isn't for your sake. Alright, and we're already betraying the kingdom and joining the rebellion. That went quickly. This place is dangerous. We'd better get going. What about the girl? We can't leave her. We'll have to take her with us. It's alright. We won't hurt you. But you're going to have to come with us, okay? No! Hey, we just killed your mom. Come with us. Come on, we have to go now. No, go away. Wait. I hate you. You killed my mom. Oh no. I'm not gonna attack this innocent little girl. What's she gonna do? Go away! Oh dear! That's Titan. That little girl kicked our ass. She's safe. Thank goodness. Kain? Kain! I have to get her out of here. Kain, I pray that you're alive. Okay, she's alive, but unconscious. And so Cecil deserts his kingdom and defies the orders of his tyrant king. What will happen next time? We'll find out. Thank you all for watching the first episode of my Let's Play of Final Fantasy IV. I am Dizzy, and I'll be seeing ya. Bye bye!